It is April 16th, 2024. We're going to go over today's trades. Um, we're re-recording this because our mic wasn't working, and this is an important day to document and to go over. So overall, up 2,800 on our Top Step account. It's a fantastic day. Let's go over the trades we took. So we were rotational in the overnight. Pretty rotational. We'll go over more context, but we're looking at getting long. We had great long entries here and here. We were taking just short little scalps at the beginning of the day. Go over why this level was important in a moment. Another long idea was great. Is at this 93 level. We talked about this yesterday. We knew this was going to be a significant level because it was kind of like the point of control. It was like the very bottom of a gap, and it was in confluence with the yearly VWAP. So we got nice little longs there to start off. I think we had like $700, $800 up at this point with these longs. We got chopped up 1, 2, 3 times. We doubled down when we got to our key level, found support. And then this is our home run trade of the day. If we can fucking look at it. This is our home run trade of the day. We let it come against us a lot. We had a lot to work with, though, but we saw this idea setting up for a long time, taking out these kind of overnight previous day's highs at this. It was a half gap between our large volume gap on ES. So yeah, we made I think $2,000 from that trade, which was fantastic. How long did it take for that? I think it was 30 minutes for that trade to work out. And we got at the perfect point. We were going to maybe hold a runner to cross the entire gap. Good thing we didn't. We just scaled out. And then we continued to kind of support. Same thing. I mean, this play showed up like so many times. Pullback, support, breakout, pullback of this 93 area, support, hold again at 93. I mean, we were just hitting that level pretty much all day. I knew it was going to be significant. Let's look at the actual session here and find the areas where we got long. God, this profile is annoying and big. We're just going to erase it for now. I don't think we need it. Yeah, we'll just erase it. So, see, this is the overnight. Overnight came up and tested that half gap once again. This one here at 120. Let's make it a little bit bigger here. Yeah, this half gap at 120 here. We knew this was going to be significant. We got a breakout pullback of it yesterday. And all day we were just kind of setting up. We were constantly pushing the highs over and over and over again. Like so many tests that area. So our first long. Yeah, first long we got 194, that key level. Didn't work out. Waited for it to cross. We caught the long here. This was a fantastic trade at 81, was the bottom of this other value area. And I didn't see this yesterday, but it was also, this I highlighted this because it's very important for tomorrow's session. We have a 9-day value area from about 2 years ago. That's very powerful. So that was the very top of this as well. So we knew it was going to be significant because of this level. That's kind of what we were trading around, but we didn't realize that there was also this big juicy level. We kind of have levels within levels right now. It's almost too much. I might have to thin it out. Caught this long. I think we got back in again as we started to hold above this 93 area. We didn't really hold these. We didn't hold these trades as much as we should have. MFE on them was 48 to, it was about 15 minutes. We got a lot of volume flowing in the morning, so we got a lot of price movement. Absolute MFE would have been about 30 minutes. We would have held at 30 minutes. and we kind of came up. We kept coming up and testing this low volume node at 110. It's like right before this gap starts. We kept kind of testing this over and over again. We couldn't get quite through it. We kept just butting our head against it over and over again. And then also here at 105 at this kind of big point of control. We also had this developing point of control here all session. So it was getting real weird. Because it was so rotational, we felt very confident going long in the open. Because the overnight was so rotational. Let's see, other trades. Yeah, so the big home run trade was at 1340. So let's skip ahead here a little bit. Yeah, it was right about here. So we had a big sell-off. We actually got long. We were getting long. I think we got long up here. We were kind of expecting to kind of really start to hold this this point of control. It's 105. We really thought we were gonna, and it came really against us. And then we got in long. Make sure I'm looking at the right area. No, okay, it was this area here. It was just like 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we had 5, 6 tests of this area. So we know we just had, we had all of these stops built up here. And it was just so juicy. We were waiting for this thing to pop. And we finally got it. See, we scaled in at 1347 as well here. So we got in, I think we got in right here as well to kind of support. It went against us further. We were even debating adding another one on. But we're just trying to manage our risk. And we were up $800 at this point. So it's worth noting we just had a little bit to play with. And we felt confident about this trade. Kind of was building up all session. So we finally got that big pop. We had a very good exit. Right as it started to sell off right here, I think we exited. So that was a fantastic trade. I think that was only we were in the trade for 30 minutes, but the actual part of the trade was 10. So, and we got like 30 points. I think that's one of our best trades ever. And after this point, we didn't know what the fuck this thing wanted to do. It's just been so rotational. It's coming up here testing this 116 area, which I don't really understand why. It's this kind of micro low node here, and then on it's mainly market profile. I think it's a market profile level. It was right at the beginning of a gap, this 116 area. So it was just trying to hold this. They were just trying to prevent us from crossing this gap further, So I don't really know what the fuck the market's trying to accomplish right now. Honestly, it is very, very weird. We had a ton of aggressive buying, not a lot of price movement. So there's people just sitting on the sell side, just absorbing all these contracts. Who knows? You never really know. We're so good at hiding these fucking orders. Is there anything else to cover? Not really. Let's see where we were on the delta. Oh, we were let's just show this. So on NQ, I had a bullish bias in general, but on NQ here, see this long at the beginning of the day, we were at 0 delta on the session, so I was confident buying here, and then we started to hold above yesterday's delta level, which also happens to be 1,000. But we were holding above this. We saw that, and when was this? Yeah, it was right here. Yeah, it was right here when this thing popped. We were trading this breakout here, so it's interesting to see how delta. Look how weak the selling was here. Look how weak this was. Like just 0 delta, 0 selling. They're just running a bunch of stops before they wanted this thing to pop. And I saw that. It's like it's so weak. They're just trying to accumulate some stops before they push this thing further. And we were holding on NQ at the same time. So it was we had a very good bullish expectation here. After this point, we were at this chop here. It was also Federal Reserve news. It was just so we have a lot of volatility. weird action going on, and then a big sell-off and end of day. Classic 1530 sell-off. See how we started to get more sell, like a view app reversion trade around 1530. That's really it. We're going to be very mindful of this big 5-day composite here. We have it all labeled up and ready to go. But yeah, great session. 2,800 on the session. Very happy with that. We just have to keep managing our risk, being mindful, and keep getting these kind of knock them out of the park trades. We'll call it there.